so you're not reaching the wall when you kick up against it. In the last video, we talked about the 3 usual suspects: the action and coordination of the legs, shoulder flexion, and fear. We could talk hours on each of those elements. Today we talk about the mental component of things, fear. And if you can reach the wall, but you cannot freestand yet, or if you cannot freestand as long as you wish, fear is probably still a thing you should work on. Now, fear can be conscious or subconscious. Some beginners show up to my class and they're like, I don't really feel afraid. Why should I be afraid? There's a wall behind me to catch me if I fall. You say that and it makes sense logically, but when you go upside down, it's a different story altogether. We have to feel the safety net. The more you feel supported, the more likely you are to commit. And that's why at that stage, what matters is that we touch the wall. Forget about landing softly on the wall. Forget about floating before you reach the wall. Forget about the perfect position. What matters is that you feel the safety net that the wall is. So that upside down, you can realize that you're safe. And the safer you feel, the more you will commit in the position. And the more you do so, the closer you're gonna get to landing against the wall. To work on your fear, we're gonna start with 3 tools. 1, placing the shoulders in the right position. There's a long story about this, and you can check this video to know more about it. But basically, we want your shoulders to move forward. And at that stage, what's likely to happen is that you're recoiling away from the wall, afraid to commit. You can swing all the momentum you want here, it's not gonna fix it. Your power, your leg position are not at cause here. In handstands, you have to fix the upper body before you mind the lower body. To simplify things, we're gonna use cushions. And without leaning against them, without pushing with our head against the wall, which is not what we want, we're gonna try to touch the cushions with our head. In doing so, we ensure that the shoulders are stacking properly. Now, we will refine this in the future, especially when comes the time to open the shoulders. But this gives you a direction, and should you be afraid to crash your head against the wall, gives you a nice padding so that this never happens, and soothes your brain with the very idea of kicking up. 2, we are going to allow the leg to bend. Forget about the fit together handstand that you have seen on social media. That's probably not going to be the first handstand you master. Aiming for this is actually making things worse for you right now. I want you to allow the back leg to bend as if you are trying to touch your head with your foot. And the reason for that is a straight leg won't get you as close to the wall as a bent leg. You are more likely to touch the wall with a bent leg, and the more you touch the wall, the more you feel the safety net, and the more you feel the safety net, the more you commit, the more you overshoot, the more likely you are to reach the wall at last. Whoa, and by the way, before we continue, if you could do me a huge favor and click on the subscribe button below. This helps me and this channel much more than you think. I have many tutorials planned, but YouTube works this way. Please take a second to subscribe, and I'll do my best to keep pushing as much content as possible on it. By the way, if you have specific questions and you would like a video about it, drop this in the comment. I'd be more than happy to help. And the day you can do that, the horizons at your disposal when it comes to handstand exercises expands. You can do everything. Shape shifting, balancing, bailing. It becomes really fun. So allow this back leg to bend. As an attempt to get the foot closer and closer to the wall. Once your foot starts touching the wall, you can start thinking about the other leg. This front leg, the higher up it goes, the easier it becomes. So the moment your foot is about to touch the wall, the other foot can go up. And again, at that stage, technique doesn't matter as much. Even if you bend and extend the front leg, you will allow it for the sake of reaching the wall. This is you conquering your fear, and that's more important than technique right now, because with fear, there's no technique. And the third ingredient, you're not gonna like this one, but it's one of the most important things you should do, one that we avoid doing as a beginner, and that's chest to the wall. Chest to the wall holds are not kick up, but boy do they work on our fear and our body awareness and our self-trust upside down. And that, well, you should know it now, is directly intertwined with your ability to commit, which is what we need to reach the wall. And we're gonna cover this, how to get comfortable upside down chest to the wall, and how to use it in order for us to be more comfortable so that it feeds into your kick up in the next video. Any question, go in the comments and have fun upside down.